Summer styles throughout the day. This is very, very cool. This is brand new. It's the MarlaWynne 43-inch resin and metal accent station necklace. This is like the bomb. This is so cool. This is not small. This is not delicate. This is not demure. This is not dainty. This is big and bold, and this is if you want to get noticed. Marla, we have two choices for everyone. You could do the cream with the gold tone. Just about 30 of those left. And then we have the black with the silver tone. It's done on this beautiful suede cord that's completely adjustable. It's 43 inches in length. And then you even have these little metal, either the gold tone or the silver tone spacer beads underneath, or in between, I should say, in all these large rondelle beads. Marla, this is so fantastic. How much fun do you have designing this jewelry? Just like, you're like, you probably say it's gotta be bigger, it's gotta be bigger.
No, different. I have different sizes and weights for everybody. When you first take this out of the box, you may go, oh, this is heavier than usual. That's what I did when the sample first came in. But I gotta tell you what, it's one of my favorite pieces, and that's why I chose to wear it for the launch today at the TS. This was inspired by a piece that I saw in Italy when I was in Florence last year. And I will tell you, I walked into this store and they had the most beautiful things. A necklace like this in Florence, out of resin. I had to add my signature little ball there, but these big resin pieces run anywhere between $200 and $350 for these large, bold resin pieces, which is crazy. But what I love about them is that no matter what you're wearing, wear a t-shirt, wear a turtleneck, I don't care what you're wearing, you put this on.
Yeah, it like makes the outfit.
Looking lighter, but this makes an outfit.
Sure does. Now, if you want the cream, we have like 2 dozen left. You're the first to see it, by the way. It is brand new tonight. And then we have the black for you. The cream comes with the gold. And you'll notice that this is the same beautiful sort of rustic finish that she does with her ring. So it has that wonderful texture. It'll also match those really cool bangles that we had earlier for you. So whether you do those in the gold tone or the silver or the cream or the black, you can really put a whole look together. And now, I don't think this is going to last the hour, and certainly if you loved any of the pieces tonight, I would not hesitate, because I wish we had like thousands of each of your jewelry pieces, but they are very limited. These are kind of like a wonderful sort of curated museum style quality collection, Marla.
Well, that's kind of what we go for. I mean, when I look for jewelry inspiration, I find it in museums. I find it in stores I can't afford. And I find it at Home Depot or Lowe's when I go to the garden section and find rocks I like. So I run the gamut. I look for shapes in nature. And I look for very modern balance between things which are organic and things which are very structural and modern. And to me, this is a very structured, modern, really very interesting piece.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna really love this. I love how big and chunky it is.